My home, Themyscira, was an island paradise. Hidden from the world, it was a haven of beauty and strength. The Amazons, women warriors of incredible skill, lived there. We trained together, honing our bodies and minds to their peak. We were a sisterhood, bound by love and a shared destiny. I was Diana Prince, daughter of Queen Hippolyta. I yearned for adventure, to use my abilities for a greater purpose. Life on Themyscira was idyllic, but I always felt a pull towards the outside world, a world I'd only heard about in stories. My mother, wise and protective, warned me of its dangers. She spoke of conflict and darkness, a stark contrast to our harmonious existence. Yet, I couldn't shake the feeling that my destiny lay beyond our shores, that I was meant for something more. One day, a strange aircraft crashed into our waters, disrupting our peace. It carried a man named Steve Trevor, a soldier from the outside world. He spoke of a terrible war, a conflict engulfing nations and threatening countless lives. His words filled me with a sense of urgency and purpose. I knew I had to help. Queen Hippolyta, bound by ancient laws, refused to intervene in the affairs of man's world, but I knew what I had to do. A tournament was announced, a test of skill to determine the strongest Amazon. The winner would be tasked with returning Steve Trevor to his world. I saw this as my chance, my opportunity to make a difference. Despite my mother's reservations, I entered the tournament determined to prove myself. I fought with every ounce of strength and skill, eventually emerging victorious. I was crowned the champion, chosen to become Wonder Woman, the Amazon ambassador to the world of men. Leaving Themyscira was the hardest thing I had ever done. I was leaving behind everything I knew, my mother, my sisters, my home. But I carried with me their love and the weight of their expectations. I was Wonder Woman and I had a mission, to help Steve Trevor and to bring peace to a world consumed by war. Steve's world was a whirlwind of noise and chaos, a stark contrast to the serenity of Themyscira. Buildings scraped the sky, strange vehicles clogged the streets, and the air buzzed with a frenetic energy. Steve told me about the war, about the countless lives lost and the threat posed by a powerful weapon. I knew then that my mission was more than just delivering Steve home. It was about stopping this war, about proving the strength and compassion of women in a world that seemed to have forgotten them. Steve, though initially skeptical of an Amazon warrior, became my guide in this strange new world. He explained the complexities of human society, the horrors of war, and the importance of peace. He showed me kindness and respect, treating me as an equal. Through his eyes, I began to understand the challenges that lay ahead. He told me about the villain who threatened the world, Abner Smith. Smith was a man driven by greed and a lust for power, a stark contrast to the honorable warriors of Themyscira. He had stolen vital information, classified code books containing secrets that could tip the scales of war in his favor. My mission became clear. I had to stop Smith, retrieve the code books, and prevent further bloodshed. Abner Smith was unlike any foe I had ever faced. He was cunning and ruthless, hiding in the shadows while orchestrating chaos around the world. His ambition knew no bounds, and his disregard for human life was chilling. I learned that his plan was to sell the stolen codebooks to the highest bidder, fueling the flames of war for his own personal gain. Time was of the essence. Each passing moment brought the world closer to the brink. I had to use all my strength, skill, and cunning to track him down. Using the scant clues we had, Steve and I followed Smith's trail across continents, from bustling cities to remote outposts. The fate of the world rested on our shoulders. The pursuit of Smith was fraught with danger. He had surrounded himself with loyal and deadly operatives, men and women willing to do his bidding no matter the cost. They were skilled and ruthless, employing every dirty trick imaginable to stop us. But I refused to be deterred. My Amazon training had prepared me for physical challenges, but this world demanded more than just strength. I had to learn to navigate the complexities of human society, to blend in while standing out, to fight with restraint while facing overwhelming odds. It was a delicate balance, but one I was determined to master. Two figures stood out amongst Smith's forces. George, a master strategist and tactician, and Ahnjayla, a warrior of fearsome skill and unwavering loyalty. George was a master manipulator, using his intellect to predict our every move and set traps designed to thwart us at every turn. Ahnjayla, on the other hand, was a force of nature, her physical prowess rivaling even my own. Ahnjayla posed a unique challenge. It was clear that she, like me, was a warrior bound by duty and honor. But her loyalties lay with Smith, her strength used to further his dark ambitions. I saw a flicker of myself in her, a reflection of what I could have become had I chosen a different path. Our inevitable confrontation was more than just a battle of strength, it was a clash of ideals. Our paths finally converged in a breathtaking showdown. Ahnjayla stood between us and Smith, a seemingly insurmountable obstacle. The air crackled with tension as we circled each other, our eyes locked in a silent battle of wills. Words were unnecessary, we both understood the stakes. The fight was unlike anything I had ever experienced. Ahnjayla fought with a ferocity that matched my own, her blows carrying the weight of her conviction. We were evenly matched, skilled warriors pushing each other to the limit. The clash of our bracelets echoed through the air, each parry and riposte a testament to our training. Yet, amidst the fury, I sensed a flicker of doubt in her eyes. In the end, it was compassion, not brute force, that tipped the scales. As Ahnjayla prepared to deliver a final, decisive blow, I appealed to her sense of honor, reminding her that true strength lay in protecting the innocent, not serving a tyrant. The doubt in her eyes blossomed into realization. With a heavy heart she lowered her weapon, choosing the path of righteousness. My journey had come full circle. I had faced down unimaginable challenges, fought against seemingly insurmountable odds, and emerged victorious. But my greatest triumph was not in defeating my enemies, but in inspiring them to choose a better path. The world was still filled with darkness, but I had shown that even a single person, armed with compassion and courage, could make a difference. I was Wonder Woman, and my fight for peace had just begun.